This
Interesting.
title is called "She Ain't Yours." Okay, what do I mean by that? What I find is a lot of people, a lot of young people, and even old people. What's going on, Dave Tao? Is that you don't understand? Just like the title, most women are pretty much already taken for. That's pretty much what's going on. They already are taken for. They got somebody, just like men have some type of stable. Women have more men in their stable than what men actually have. They won't tell you that they still keep in contact with the man that they went to homecoming with in sophomore year in high school, or their prom date from their senior year in high school, their college buddies from, basically when they were in college, their, you know, co-workers that they hooked up with. They have a stable of men that they deal with. Now there are some. Now I call these women monogamous pretenders. They're pretty much for the streets, but they don't have the gumption enough to be honest with you and tell you that they are sleeping with other men whenever they're pretty much horny. Um, and they concurrently often meet new guys depending on what club they went to the night before. This is what they don't tell you, and this is why you believe that this woman that you meet, she's she's either waiting for somebody to meet or date, and she's not sleeping with other guys while she's waiting. You believe that in your mind, that this woman is so, basically holier than thou, that she's waiting for you to come into her life and actually give her your number, and you know you're the only person. Now some men obviously are not naive to think that they're not seeing someone else, but just like this title on the right, as far as when your boyfriend dumps you and you can't explain to your husband why you've been sad all week. I mean, it is what it is, man. I tell people, they don't believe me. They think I'm probably a nerd because I'm, that's associated with intelligence. You're a nerd. But the thing is that what I also told you, that it went over your head, is that this civilization, what we call America, is 10 times more advanced and even debaucherous than what Rome was, Egypt, ancient Greece. It's stuff going on. It's a certain level of sexual freedom or revolution or openness that you don't see behind closed doors. You don't see inside the social media messenger apps and dating apps that these women keep secret. Women make the best spies because they're highly secretive. They don't tell you what's going on in their life. Very few women are basically full and frontal and tell you what it is. I mean, the ugliest woman you might think that is just basically doesn't have any type of sexual access, she has men on the regular, if not more than women that you think are, highly attractive. Because in a certain instance, they might be more easier than the other women to have, sex with. So they're having more sex than you think of. Most women in this country, because of the downslide of religious, basically, I guess you want to say religious order, because it was a time that people were highly religious. In this country, that would be highly Christian, where they weren't supposed to have sex before marriage. A lot of men and women used to sneak and go have sex like, your grandparents and great grandparents and stuff like that. And then, if it was a situation that a baby transpired, they were forced in most cases to get married at an early age. Well, fast forward to now, and then also in this society where everything is very easy at the click of the button, I'm going to bust your bubble, take it or leave it, help you explain that most women already have somebody else. By the time you are in your 30s, really to be honest, late 20s, women already have men that they are either currently in their inbox, they're getting talked to on a daily basis. If the woman looks anything above a 5, she's getting and has a body like on the left, you can forget any inkling or ounce that she would have to be celibate pretty much to not be sleeping with someone else. And most women, and including more even rarely men, are not celibate. They're not waiting to be married to have sex. They are having sex on a regular. Uh, I mean, I don't recommend someone to watch porn, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Watching porn probably would help you understand how common these women are actually having sex and who they're having sex with and what they kind of look like. And the basically most of the women that are on either homemade porn or even paid porn, they look like regular women. They look even more, even like kind of really highly sexual or diva type women that you think that they look good and they have some type of flair about them. But in all actuality, they're just they're just not open to tell you that they're sleeping with 3 to 4 men at the same time while they're either taking your number or talking to you and dating you. They don't have enough honesty to tell you that because they would obviously go from 0 to 60 to thinking for you to think that they're basically a slut. And most women do not want to come off like a slut. They'll rather probably even tell you that they're broke than tell you that they're a slut. So this is short and sweet. I mean, this will help you realize that you can't change these women. Ain't no Bible verse or whatever, no contract or shaming or nothing that you gonna do. It's just best to know that she ain't yours. And then even if she was not sleeping with somebody else, here's the hurtful part, depending on how hurt you are by it. She ain't yours in the office either. You can't hire her 9 times out of 10. You don't have any money. You don't have a company to hire her. So she ain't yours to even hire, because most of the time, if she's, I'm talking about black women, they work for white corporations and they do not work primarily for black corporations because there's very few. And even if they did, probably the respect level will be that of such where you might have some issues and some complaints and all kind of other stuff. So unfortunately, you know after so many years in this country, decades, centuries, she's not yours, bro, until otherwise noted.